Hello and welcome to this presentation. Let me open with a question that I'd like you to sit with for a moment. Right now, today, how many AI tools are running inside your organizations? Not the ones IT approved, not the ones on your software inventory. I mean, the ones your employees pulled in on their own, the ChatGPT accounts, the Cursor subscriptions, the cloud desktop installed the developer set up last month, the NA10 pipeline someone in operations built over a weekend and connected to your CRM. How many of those do you actually know about? Most security and IT leaders, when they're honest, will say, not many. And that's not a failure from their part. It's the nature of where AI adoption is right now. It's moving fast. It's disturbing. And most of it is happening completely outside of formal procurement and security review. And that's where we're here to talk about today. And more importantly, what you can do about it in the next 21 days. Here is the reality. AI is no longer sitting at the edge of your organization waiting to be adopted. It's already inside, and it arrived in three ways that most tools don't track. First, your employees, business team, engineers, operations staff, they're using AI tools and models right now without approval, without security review, and without your knowledge. That's not speculation. That's what we find in every single engagement we run. Second, your developers, they're pulling AI framework and LLM dependencies directly into production applications. Long-chain, OpenAI, SDK, Anthropic clients embedded in code that ships to customers. The security team usually has no idea until someone looks. Third, your automation layer, AI agent built in Copilot Studio, NA10, homegrown pipeline, operating without guardrails, connecting to live data running on your infrastructure. And here is the compounding problem. Every unmanaged tool is a potential data exposure. Every unapproved model is a potential compliance gap. Every agent running without oversight is a potential audit failure. The risk isn't something that's coming down the road. It's compounding right now. And 6 months from now, 12 months from now, the surface area is going to be dramatically larger because AI adoption inside enterprises is accelerating, not slowing down. The organizations that take action today are the ones that will be ahead of it. The ones that wait will explaining themselves to regulators and auditors. There's a simple principle here. You cannot manage AI risk until you know what exists. And that's exactly why we built the Airia Discovery Engagement. This is not a platform sales. This is not an annual subscription. This is a fixed scope 21-day engagement, a point-in-time exercise designed to give your organization a complete and accurate picture of every AI tool, model, API, and MCP server running across your environment. At the end of the 21 day, you walk away with three things. First, a verified AI inventory. Every AI tool, model, API, and MCP server we discover cataloged by signal source, user, and risk category. No gaps, no guesswork, a real inventory you can act on. Second, a risk and posture assessment, confidence scoring risk rating across your entire AI landscape, flagging critical data exposures, threats, compliance gaps, and audit failure risk, not a generic framework scored against your specific environment. Third, a prioritized analysis, a board-ready report that ranks your highest priority AI risk with a clear, actionable path forward. This is designed specifically for executive and audit committee audiences. You can take it straight into your next board meeting. That's the output. Now, let's talk about how we get there. The reason Airia's discovery is more complete than anything else on the market comes down to one thing, the signal stack we use. Most tools look in one place. Maybe they check your identity provider. Maybe they inspect network traffic. That gives you a partial picture. And partial pictures are dangerous because you end up thinking you've covered your exposure when you haven't. We use 7 distinct detection layers, and each one sees a different slice of AI activity. Stacked together, they cover the field. Let me walk you through them quickly. Layer 1, the browser. This is a lightweight, extension deployed via your MDM to every managed Chromium browser. It intercepts AI activity at the session level. ChatGPT, Claude, Gemini, and hundreds of other web-based tools, including activity from personal accounts that never touch your identity provider, no proxy required, real time. Layer 2, the device, a native endpoint agent deployed via your MDM, Intune, Jamf, Workspace ONE. It finds installed AI applications, local model runtime like Olama or LM Studio, MCP servers, and coding assistant like Cursor or Cloud Desktop, including those accessed with personal account on company hardware. This is the layer that most organizations have zero visibility in. 3, the network for organizations with existing SASE or secure web gateway infrastructure like Zscaler or Cloudflare. We route AI model traffic through our gateway for full inspection. This catches direct LLM API calls from code, cloud agent platforms, and AI coding assistants. Layer 4, the identity. We connect reads only to your IDP, Entra, Google Workspace, Okta, and scan all auth logs to map every AI tool your employees have authorized via corporate SSO. Attribution by users, tools, and frequency. This layer can deliver meaningful inventory within 24 to 48 hours of connecting. Then there is the app layer. Microsoft 365, Google Workspace, and other enterprise SaaS platforms with surface Copilot usage, Gemini activity, AI add-in, and embed features that are often invisible to central IT. Layer 6, the API. Provider admin API gives us usage data, spend data, member rosters, and reconciliation across the AI service your organization has accounts with, helping identify both sanctioned and unsanctioned usage patterns. And finally, through the code, repository scanning across your code bases, looking for AI, SDK import, LLM dependency, hard-coded prompt, agent definitions, and MCP server references. This is what surfaces the AI embedded in your production application that the security team has never reviewed. No single one of these layers tells the whole story. This is together that they tell the whole story. And the important thing here is that we scope each engagement individually, depending on your environment and what you care most about. We lead with the signals that gives you the highest yield for the lowest customer effort. One of the questions we hear most often is, what does this actually require from us? The answer is remarkably little. There are essentially 3 things you need to do. 1, provide a read-only service account, low permissions, read-only, no elevated privilege, no long-term access commitments. 2, authorize MDM deployment. Push our endpoint agents and browser extension via your existing MDM tool. If you're Intune, Jamf, or Workspace ONE, this is a standard workflow for your IT team. We guide you through every step. 3, show up for the readout. We present finding, you decide what comes next. Everything else, configuration, monitoring, aggregation, analysis, we handle. We connect and configure your identity provider. We guide deployment of the endpoint agent and browser extension. We monitor and aggregate every discovery feed across 21 days. We build inventory, run the risk assessment, and prepare the board-ready report. Your team's time investment is measured in hours, not weeks. This is specifically designed to be low friction because we know your team has a full workload and we're not here to create a project. Now, the investment. Discovery engagement is priced at $7,995 for a 21-day fixed scope engagement that gives you a verified inventory of your AI exposure, a confidence scored risk assessment, and a board-ready prioritized analysis. That's the price. To put that in context, this stays well under most signature authority thresholds. A single manager or director can typically approve this without a committee. There's no multi-year contract, there's no platform commitment, there's no pressure to expand scope mid-engagement. You're buying a specific outcome, complete visibility into your AI footprint in 21 days. And consider what you're weighing that against. Data exposure, even traced back to an unsanctioned AI tool, an audit finding that could have been avoided, a bold question you couldn't answer, the cost of responding to any one of those scenarios in order of magnitude larger than what we're talking about here. This is not a hard decision. The only question worth asking is whether you want that picture now, before something happens, or after.